Reading is the best replacement for internet use, entertainment, educational videos on YouTube like this one. You should be reading instead. And I remember when I first started reading, I was watching educational videos just like this on YouTube. And my whole life, I hated reading. I hated it with a passion because at school, they would always make me read fiction books. And I just didn't like to do that. I saw no purpose. I didn't learn anything from that. During my junior year of high school, I remember I was watching this video on how to breathe properly. And at the end of it, I realized I was breathing wrong my whole life. And so I started breathing right. So I thought that the video was actually very beneficial. He said that he learned all of it from a book. I said, what? You read a book? And you learned something? So I had a massive identity shift right there. And I remember I sprinted upstairs and I said, Mom, we're going to the library right now. So we got to the library and I checked out that very book called The Oxygen Advantage. And then after I finished reading that, I was hooked and I read another one and another one and another one. And I realized that reading is useless unless you implement it, which means that most fiction books probably useless. It's just entertainment. But if you get nonfiction books and you implement it in real life, then that is actually incredibly valuable to your future. And the way you start reading is, first of all, you got to find a book that you want to actually improve in your own life. What I always say is you should read a book on a topic that you actually want to improve in your life for the future. So my first book was How to Breathe Properly. That's what I wanted to improve. That's what I was interested in at the time. And right now I'm interested in business and entrepreneurship, so I'm reading books about that. So whatever you're interested in, whether it's running, diet, meditation, worldview, business, entrepreneurship, whatever it is, read a book on that. And there's a bunch of suggestions. Literally just go online and search Google. Look for best books on this topic. That's what I always do, and I choose the best one, and usually the one with the most reviews. And once you start that, then you can start reading books recommended by that author, and then you get into this really good zone where you only read the best books. And another thing I do is I look at YouTubers or entrepreneurs. I look at their reading list and I look for a book that I'm interested in on there, because if they have a reading list of books that they've read before and you're interested in one of them, then that's probably going to be a very valuable book. So look at someone who's achieved something that you want to achieve and then read the books that they read. It's really as simple as that. But there's one thing. When you're reading, don't have any distractions near you. Go into your room or go somewhere private and have no distractions. Don't bring your phone. Don't sit next to a TV. Don't do anything like that. Because when you have a distraction, then you're not going to want to read. And it's also way more difficult to actually want to read when you completely saturate your mind with all of this dopamine on video games and entertainment and TV shows. So the best use of your time is to read. And instead of watching TV or watching YouTube videos just like this, get off of this video and read a book.